I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. 무뎌져 버린.
Whoa, good morning. Welcome to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. We are going to continue our series of the Too Faced palettes, the one that I own. I own 5 of them. I can't remember, this is either video number 3 or 4. This will be with the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. Okay, friends, so we're going to do 3 looks with this palette. I actually really like this palette. So this is one of the older ones with the tins. This one has 18 shadows. I wanted to see how long it says. It says just 12 months shelf life on these, but you know, most of the palettes you see today are doing more like 24 months. So let me just show you the color story. I use this and it's fine. So this is really nice. You have sort of more your more jewel toned and darker shades here, and then lighter shades and a couple of pops of color. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch these, just going across from starting with this one. So I'll tell you the shades. So this one is Powdered Sugar, Spiced Eggnog right here, and then we have Gumdrop, and we have Gingerbread. All right, so here the colors are. Powdered Sugar, just a nice transition. This one was the Spice Eggnog, little shimmer. Then we have Gumdrop, the hot pink shade. And we have Gingerbread. All right, sorry, I'm going over bony areas. There you go, there are the first 4 shades. Next up, we have Warm and Toasty, like a gold. Then we have Ooh Burn, a plummy shade. And then we have Frostbite Me. Oh, let's try that. I did it too close to this one. Oh no. All right, so Frostbite Me is it's not showing really well because it's so light, but it's like a champagne shade. It's not swatching really well here. Yeah, it's made a little bit of a mess. You can kind of see it. And then this next one's one of my favorites. This is Look at My Cookie, which is a little racy name. But this is such a good transition. It's like a really pretty, like peachy shade. All right, next up we have Oh Snap. Oh, I'm sorry. Spice is Nice is next. This one is Oh Snap. Get this over a little bit. And then we have Bake It Till You Make It. And then we have a green Spice of Life. Okay. Last row we have Sugar Daddy. Then we have Figgy Pudding. Hot Toddy, one of my favorites. And that one is a duochrome shade. And then we have Reindeer Paws. A nice deep brown. Sorry, my pinkies are so little. And then there's 2 more. This next one is Gingerbread Latte. And then Spiced Rum. All right, so there is your color story for the Gingerbread Spice palette. Let me just bring you in a little bit closer so you can see better. All the shades. Sorry, I got goosebumps. Okay, so we're not gonna wait too long. We're just gonna go right into looks 1 and 2 and then look 3. And you guys can let me know at the end what you think about this particular palette as well as the looks. Oh, Doobie is visiting us. Hey, baby. Hey. Is she like a boy? Want to say hi to everybody? This is my son's cat. He's leaving today. He's been with us a week. He just visited. He was born without, he was born and then Robert brought him over. He was having seizures. And Baka, our feral cat that we were going to give away or put back after getting fixed, we were able to domesticate her. And Vodka actually raised him and nursed him back to health. He was just dehydrated. Is he not the cutest thing? And he's such a love bug. Are you yellow? And Grayson carries him all over. This is Grayson's kitty. All right, let's get into the looks.
going crazy.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. We are in a different room today. I am going to be continuing our series on the Too Faced palettes. This is one I really like. This is a Gingerbread Spice palette, and I have a cat in a box. Here is the color Story. I think we can do a plum look, which is what I'm going to start with first, and then we're going to use more of the hot pink and orange. We're going to have some fun with this. We're going to be a little bit experimental, so we'll just see what happens. We're going to do one look here, and then I'll do a final look that I'll wear for the day. So to get started, let's bring you pretty ladies in. My eyes are a little swollen today. I don't know what's going on. I actually, not only are my eyes swollen, you can see like just how swollen they are. But I also was just putting, like, you know how you put makeup down your foundation? My lymph nodes right here are swollen. So I'm probably fighting something. Fun times. All right, so I'm going to go into Sugar Daddy to get started, which is this light shade here. We're just going to lay that down in the crease. I didn't even set my eyes because this is coming right off, so I don't really need the shadow to stay long. So I was like, I'll just skip the primer, but we will use it for the final look. So this is a very soft, pale pink shade. Just really doesn't do a lot. It just gives you a base and sets, if you have foundation or, concealer or primer, it will set that. Give you a nice clean canvas and an easy slide to work on. All right, so what I want to do now is go into Figgy Pudding, which is this beautiful plum shade here, and it is quite a bit deeper. Do I want to use the same brush? I'm going to use a little bit of a smaller brush. This is a Beauty Pie brush, which you have to be part of the Beauty Pie Club to get. But this is a nice kind of like, it's a good crease one. It's not too big. So we're going to set it down here, and then we're going to also push it in the crease to really showcase that plum shade. I think that plum shade's very beautiful. I'm going to go a little above my crease because I do have hooded eyes, so I'm going to just take that up a little bit more. And I'm pressing very gently. I'm not being rough with the eye. Very gently. Sometimes I'm not gentle with my eye looks. I get kind of like rough in there and stuff. I did have a little accident with this eye yesterday. That might be why it's swollen, actually. I didn't even think about that. So I was bending down yesterday to plug my... I was like leaning over the back of the couch that I'm sitting on to plug my phone in because it was dying. And I had a drink up there with one of those metal straws, and the metal straw went up and it tilted. Well, I wasn't paying attention, and I bent down to plug it in, and that straw literally went right into... Luckily, my eye was down like this, but it poked right up in there. It shocked me. It hurt so much. I thought I was going to open my eye, and my eyeball was bleeding. That's how much I hurt myself. But didn't get any of that, but do have a swollen eye over there really bad. So, although they're both swollen, but that one's just worse, so I don't know. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. This is a gorgeous shade, my friends. I think you can see how beautiful this plum shade is. This is a really, really nice shade. This is a shade you can deepen it, you can leave it light, or I'm deepening it now. This is a shade that I like a lot in this palette, and I don't know that this might be the first time I've ever used it. So this one is a good one if you have this palette. I don't know if this palette's still available. I'll look and see if I can find it. Sometimes you can find these on like Poshmark or eBay where people are, used them once or twice, or they used them for review because they're a beauty channel, and then they sell them really cheap. If you don't mind using something that somebody's used, you do have to be careful with that. You can spray it down with a light wash of alcohol, like a alcohol spray though, and that will disinfect it. Okay, so now I want to do a little bit in the outer corner of Reindeer Paws, which is a pretty dark brown shade right here. And I'm just going to sort of push that over, like right in here. This brown Reindeer Paws, so cute. What a cute little name. A little more. Okay, that looks nice. And now I want to take the color Ooh Burn, which is right here. It's like a plummy shade as well, like a plummy purple. And we're going to put that here. Oh, it's dark, darker than I expected. So this is like going to be a little bit of a sultry look, which is good for me. I'm happy with that. All right, I'm just going to clean that same brush off, but now I'm going to go into Toddy right here. That should bring a little bit of color into the look, a little bit of lightness. We'll see what this pulls, because it looks orange and it looks pink, and I don't know if it's going to pull pink or orange on the eye. To me right now, I'm seeing pink. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I wonder if it would pull differently, like if I blended this with Spice is Nice, which is like a cognac color. I bet you it would pull more orange. That's quite beautiful, isn't it, friends? I like that. That's really pretty. All right, so I'm going to go back into Figgy Pudding on the bottom part of the lid. That's the first shade, well, second shade after we laid down. This is that plum shade. And I'm just putting that right up against the eyelash line there. All right, keeping the same brush, I'm going to go back into Hot Toddy, and we're going to put that on the lower bottom half here. Really gorgeous. And then I'm going to take, I'm just cleaning my brush, I'm going to take Sugar Daddy, that pink shade that we started with, that really light shade, and just run that along the bottom just to blend. I'm also going to run that up at the top, and this helps with a blend up here as well, just right at the edge, so you're not seeing that we have a really pretty seamless blend into the eye. So there we are. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to take a little bit of Frostbite Me right here and just tap it in the middle, because I feel like I need a little bit more light in this look. It's so dark. You don't have to do this. You can leave it just as we have it, and it's more of a great evening look. Or you can just add some of this little light back in. All right, let's add some liner and lashes. All right, and here is the first look. I don't know what's going on with my phone. The brightness setting is like really low, and I have it all the way up. I don't know if I'm just needing a new phone or what when I'm filming on. So I just put a little liner in the Waterline Black and then mascara. I didn't do anything special because we're going to be wiping this off. But I will take better pictures because I feel like the color really isn't showing up how pretty it is right here. And I'm going to go in the light and see if I can get some good pictures here in a moment. All right, I think something's going wrong with my phone, honestly. I think there's a little something off because now the colors are showing up. So I don't know. All right, eye number 2. We're gonna start with looking at my cookie. Little racy right there. But anyway, we're gonna put that in. Pretty color though, really pretty color. Like this is like one you can just do a one and done look. Like you could just be done. Like just put some mascara on and you're done. But we aren't done because we have things to do. The powdered sugar and blend that out because my eye is so swollen. I don't know. It's just going to be what it is. So you just have to bear with me on it. Hopefully it goes down before I take the pictures and so you can see it better. All right, so I just took that over it. All right, so now I'm going to go in and Spice is Nice, which is this orangey shade here. And actually I'm going to do this orange shade right here on the inside part of the eye. And we're going to do that hot pink on the outside because I think this palette's pretty versatile. There's a lot you could do with it because there's a lot of really great colors in it. Not just, I mean, this orange color is perfect for the fall, but it's not just a fall palette. I feel like this one you could definitely have some fun. Like look at that eye compared to like the orange, right? So pretty. All right, so now we're going into Gumdrop, which is this hot pink, and we're putting that on the outer corner of the eye. We're going to put more of that white up at the top too because I messed it up. Very pretty though. The colors, like that's fun. Okay, and go into powdered sugar, the white shade, and then let's put that up here. And that will help us to blend down a little bit. Okay. Now I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I don't know. It's that pink again. I'm not putting anything more on here. I'm just coming in with that pink that was already on here. Well, let's make the bottom match. Let's do that. Let's do the Spice is Nice on the bottom inside. I mean, this could just be a matte look. We don't need to add shimmer. It's interesting. Now we'll go into the Gumdrop shade. Trying to look at what shimmers they have here. There's a very deep bronzy goldy shade we could do. All right, now I'm going to take that powdered sugar underneath and run that all along the bottom. That just, like I said, all that's doing is softening those shades for me. It's not so in your face. You could have left it. If you liked that, you could leave it. Like, you don't have to blend it out if you liked how saturated the color was. I mean, it's, you do you, friends. It's your eyes. You wear what you feel comfortable with. So just going back in a little bit with that pretty orange shade. And again, deepening up the pink a little bit. Very summer, very, very summer-esque, right? Okay, so for the lid, I'm looking at what we can do here. Kind of want to do sugar, or what is this one? Frostbite Me, which is that really beautiful white shade, but I'm gonna, like, I'm hoping it looks like a topper on the eye. I don't know. I'm hoping it gives us like a soft frosted, yes, just like a little sparkle. I don't want anything crazy, but just like a really beautiful sheen. So it's showing the other colors through. That's what I was hoping it would do. It's showing the orange and the pink through. It's not going to cover that up. Oh, that's pretty and different, huh? I wonder if we can concentrate that a little bit more. Actually, we'll use spiked eggnog right here, this shade, the champagne shade, in the inner corner. That's beautiful. And we'll also use that up here. Okay, that's it. We're gonna leave that as is. I think that's awful pretty as well. Very simple, very understated. Let's add liner and lashes and see what we come up with. I got a little bit of a mess up at the top of my eye right there with the whatchamacallit, the mascara. I'm gonna take that Figgy Pudding, that purple shade, and I'm just gonna like rub that in right at the base of the eye line there because I think that would be pretty. It also kind of connects the two looks a little bit. Yes, that's exactly what that needed. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of like purple at that baseline. And it looks like you lined it, but you really just put a little bit of darker shadow there. Okay, so there are our first two looks. Very colorful coming from this palette. So you can see we use these shades here. We use the reindeer color. We use this shade. We use these three shades. Actually, these shades. We used all of these shades in these two looks. And then over here we used this shade and this shade. So maybe the next look, let's do like these shades here. We'll do a yellow-green yumminess on the eye. All right, but there we go. So beautiful looks. You can use these for winter. You can use these for summer and spring. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And you can use them for fall. So let's take some photos and let's then clean our face up and do the next look. All right, so now we're going to go into our warmer, deeper side, which is this side, and we're gonna start here with Gingerbread Latte, which is a medium brown shade, and we are gonna do this a full look because we're gonna do this on both eyes, okay? So we're just gonna lay that down, get it in the crease. Beautiful shade, absolutely beautiful shade. This is another one that I would wear by itself as well. I would be happy to wear just this on my lid with some mascara, and I think you could just be one and done. I think this is probably one of my favorite palettes. I I know I'm gonna rank them at the end. I don't know if this, I gotta finish playing with all of them. I don't think I played with this one enough when I got it. I can't remember why. I can't remember if this was one of the first ones I got. If it might have just been that there was a lot of palettes launching during the holiday so I didn't play with this one enough. So, all right, we're gonna go back into Reindeer Paws and get this nice and smoky right in here. This one has a lot of pigment, so keep that in mind when using this shade. This will deepen your look up, friends. If you're looking for smoke, this Reindeer Paws one's great for that. Beautiful shade. Beautiful, cool tone, deep brown. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get with my swollen eyes. We're gonna go into Spice of Life right here. I'm gonna lay it down just so you can see it, and then I am going to wet this shade. Let me bring you closer even. It's like a goldy green. Not too heavy on the pigment, but let's wet this at this point because it's looking more green in the pan and more gold on the eye. But then there's a brighter gold, warm and toasty that's gonna go on the inside. All right, helps to wet this shade. And you push it right up in there in the crease. Gives you a nice smooth look. And it should last a day. Okay, now we're going into Warm and Toasty, this brighter gold shade. Now this is still a little bit wet. Might have to wet it a little more, but let's get in here and see if there's a big difference between the two shades. Little bit of a difference. I don't think so much though, like they marry well together, but yeah, I am going to wet it a little bit more and see if we get anything else from it. Yep. No, it's looking like a true gold. So if you're not getting what you want out of the shade, just wet it, and that should foil it for you and give you a beautiful, beautiful look. Also makes it really easy to kind of come up in the crease like that, and you're doing like kind of like a faux cut crease, right? Just my skin's just really irritated. I was gonna do 4 looks, but I just can't. You can see like right here, that pulling is because my skin's not happy. It's like I put something on my eyes it didn't like. I don't know what that was. They were kind of bothering me yesterday, so I'm sure I used something I wasn't supposed to on them, but I don't think that I used anything new. Well, I used the Xenon palette, but I don't think that's what did it. I think it's just, I did a lot of looks. All right, that's really pretty for the top part. I'm gonna clean up and just put a little bit of the powdered sugar up at the top, and then we'll be back and you and I will finish doing the bottom. Okay, on the bottom, we're gonna go into Reindeer Paws. I think you're gonna use that a lot. It's the deepest shade in here other than that deep plum shade. Now I'm using the tiniest little brush. Hopefully you can see this. This is a Repher. This you need to get. This is a 29. This is really good. Like you can just stamp it right up at the top here and make a wing with it. It's so easy. So, well, let me just do it on this side now. But it's so easy if you are really bad at liner and you just would like a little something at the lash line. And because it's kind of a smudged out look, you don't need to be perfect, friends. You could just, that's it. You're done, right? That's it. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and just, we got a little old mascara, but we're going to be covering that up with new mascara. So just taking that and putting that on the, like a quarter, right? About a quarter of the eye here. If my contact turns red, sometimes it does that when I use browns, if they get into my eye. And it will make the contact discolored. I've literally, it's been to the point, it doesn't bother me, but it looks so bad. I've had to like change my contacts out before. I'm just sort of connecting that mess right there. And I'm not even worried about it because we're going to smudge it out. So like it doesn't need to be, again, like it doesn't need to be perfect. Just bringing it a little bit over. Then I think I have a little round brush. Oh, actually, we can use this. Okay, so this one is like, I don't know, smudger. This is probably Luxie or something. Nope, this is Lunar Beauty and Laura Lee from their collection. All right, I'm going into Spice of Life, that green shade we used. And I'm gonna pop that right here in the middle on both sides. My eyes look blue to you, or do they look green? I've had people think that they're green, but my eyes are actually blue. I think it depends on what I'm wearing. Sometimes they do look a little green. All right, going into Warm and Toasty, the more gold shadow right here. Meet that with that green color. I feel like you can almost see the difference between the gold and the green better almost on the bottom lash than you can up top. Am I like losing it, or is that what you guys are seeing too? Like I feel like it's more defined down here with the difference of the colors. Okay, I really like that, but I do feel like I lost a little bit of the and I think I dropped a little bit of that dark reindeer paws. So I'm gonna find my brush and then I'll be right back. Okay, coming back in with those reindeer paws. So I do want the look to be smoky. You know what might bother me? I used, I don't use it very often, but I had it on for a good portion of the day. Although I bought new stuff so it doesn't irritate my skin, but I found a eyelash glue. I had false eyelashes on. That is for sensitive skin, and I did use it, but it was on all day, and I wonder if it irritated. That might have been what irritated my skin. All right, I'm gonna go in. I actually think I'm gonna take that brown with that little brush all the way across the top instead of doing a black liner up there. So I think I'll just do that real quick and just like stamp this, and this will be our liner, and then we'll do then we'll put our mascara on. I'm just flicking it and smudging it. You could do this too. You could just, sometimes this is easier. By the way, I know they say don't do that to your skin. Girl, almost 50 years old, my skin's been through it all. I know you're not supposed to do this, I don't care. Sometimes you just need to. If you're old and wrinkly, you need to straighten your canvas out. But like I said, don't listen to me, because there's probably a reason. You probably get more wrinkles or some shit doing this. But you know what? I have so many wrinkles. I don't care. What's one more? That means I'm living and I'm happy. I got crow's feet from smiling. And that's all good, right? All good. I think that's beautiful. I think it's pretty. And I have liner already. Do I? No, I don't know if that's old liner. If I put liner on there, I don't know. Let's use the tattoo liner from, what's this, KVD. There is one more shade I want to take on the bottom lash too that we started with, that pretty kind of medium brown shade, and I'm going to blend the bottom out with that. That was the Gingerbread Latte shade that we used in the beginning. I'm just going to run that underneath. All right, so now we're going to go in with Spiked Eggnog, which is the Champagne Shimmer. I really like this shimmer. This is a gorgeous shimmer, and I didn't use it in this capacity, but see the light? You could really add this all over the lid. I think this would be a really pretty color to add on your lid with any one of these other shimmers. Like do it on the inner half of the lid, almost like a focal color on your lid. And you could also use this to just add a little light, like right here, you know, you could go in here and just add, it's so pretty. It just adds something. Like you could add like I just did, like a little spotlight. That's actually quite pretty. But the other shades sort of need a little attention now, because you got to blend those in when you do that, and I didn't. So let's go back in here with this gold. We'll make it look a little more halo. All right, and then that green spice of life. Oh, something in my eye, still in there. All right, going back in with reindeer paws and just getting that darkness back that we lost. No, we didn't lose it. We just didn't get it. It just faded a little. This is what I do. I play until I'm satisfied or bored, like, and I've had enough. But sometimes it's these sessions I have with myself where I'm just playing and enjoying the process. Sometimes this is when I get, I think, the very best looks. A little bit more of that gingerbread latte look here. Just rolling it over the top of everything and blending it out. Blending is key. Okay, here is the final look. I did take that champagne shade up that I had here and just put it up here. I had to go in with some tweezers and clean up my eyebrows a little bit. I was going to put falsies on, but with the way my eyes are irritated, I don't think that that's a good idea. So I'm just putting a little bit of foundation on, just cleaning up, because I didn't really do a great job with that. When I took the makeup off of the other two eyes, I kind of half-assed it. So let's just clean it up. So we're wearing this today, and I'm going to get some blush. And we'll finish this look up. All right, let's go into our hourglass from this year. We'll go into this middle shade here. I love this one. It's got a little bit of a sheen on it. This one is the color Ethereal Flush, and I'm using an angled brush. You can see it's pigmented, but it blends really beautifully on the skin, and it's just a gorgeous shade. It gives you a nice little flush, and I thought the color would be pretty with sort of this, you know, kind of like the blush is almost giving me a little pop of color on the face as well to kind of tie this look together, and I do like it. And you can see my hair is already fading. It's I don't know how long the pink's gonna last. It was for breast cancer awareness. He said probably 2 weeks, and it's been about a week, so it's definitely fading. I think last time I got pink in my hair, we had to ended up having to pull the color out manually, like with bleach, because it didn't want to let it go. I had a hot pink, but that was a permanent shade, but I had a hot pink streak in my hair almost until it grew out. When we bleached it, it just came out like a lighter pink. It was just awful. So we'll see what happens with this, because I mean, with this, I could always go over it with the different shade, like a darker shade. I don't mind it, but I think I'd get bored of, I mean, I could deepen it myself if I wanted it pink again, but I think I'd get bored keeping this in my hair all the time. I think it would drive me nuts. I don't love it. I think it's a great little pop for fun. All right, Jeffree Star. This is one of my favorite highlighters. This is the Wet Dream. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but he did just launch some beautiful shades, very powerful highlighters, glittery, but if you don't like glitter, you may not like these, but when you take it like I'm doing it and you buff it in the skin, it buffs in gorgeous, and it lasts all day. It gives me, I mean, he's Jeffree, right? I don't care whether you like him or you don't like him, and I'm not going to share my personal thoughts on that, but the man does make some good makeup. He just does. Like, you can't knock him for that. So then I just go over a little bit more with my blush, just a tiny bit, so it's not so highlighty. You might want to take the highlight though down the nose, and I kind of almost want a little different lip today. This color's good. Excuse me. This color's good, but I think I want a little deeper. Hold on. A little bit more like sultry. Well, this works. I found, since we're using the Too Faced Gingerbread, I got Caramel Apple from Too Faced. I'm just going to put it over, and then I've got this, which is a lip gloss, like lip balm, that I'm going to put over too. Just, this will get a little bit more of that orangeness, like an orange brown. Oh, I just made a mess. Because that's what I do. Dry. And then I'm just going to take this She Glam, I think, over the top. This is just going to give it a little gloss. It's actually just like a balm, kind of, but I got to let this dry first. And yeah, then we're done. So I was hoping, like I said, to have lashes, but not going to work today because of the eyes. So let's just bring you in, let you look at, see, if I had my young eyes, they'd be up like this, but this is what, if you have this is hooded. So this is where it kind of, your top lid is covering up a lot of it. That's why when, you know, you see me do my eye stuff, I have to take, like, if I want a dark corner here, you won't even see it because it'll just get covered up. So I have to come up. And sometimes, and that's also why I put this light here, because it just opens it up. Now, obviously, if my eyes are closed, you can see it. I like this palette. I like it. Okay, let's just do a quick little review, and then I'll have photos at the end, and I'm going to put this on too. So let's just take a look at together again at this palette. So you have a very colorful side here, and then again, your deeper shades here. Good mix of shimmers and mattes. How many do we have of shimmers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shimmers. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mattes. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 9. Yeah, so there are 18 shades in here. Is that right? 6, 9. Yep, 18 shades. Also, I have yesterday's lashes on there if you're interested. So really good shades in here, because I think you can do lighter, brighter summer looks here. You still have that orange in there for the fall, which is good. And this color, as you saw, works well with that hot pink. It can go with any of these colors, but this middle color can also add a pop of color and pizzazz over here. So I think that this is a nice color story. Like I said, this one in the pan can look orange or pink. Look at, you can see it right on my hand there. You can see the 2 shades. So that is a duochrome shade, from like a pink to an orange. Yep, you can see both shades, I think, pretty good right with that. So that's not the best swatch because it's over my bony hand, but it doesn't matter. You can still see, look at that. It's nice to see that, to get a duochrome in here. We don't always get duochromes from Too Faced in these palettes. We've had a couple. So that to me makes this better and more worth it. I really like that shade a lot. Also, this has the original tin packaging, which is no longer. They got rid of it, and I really like it. It's hard. I feel like it's better protecting, and it doesn't fall apart as easy. So I really like the tins. I feel like if you have the tins, hold on to them. Feel they may be collectibles one day. You've got your cute little gingerbread man. I mean, obviously the mirror's not huge, right? But overall, I really like this palette. I would say that this palette for me ranks higher up because of the versatility of the shades in here and the fact that you can use them. I mean, you can go into Christmas here and do, I love this, like this plum, this shade here, this pink. These can all be beautiful Christmas shades as well. Again, with the green, you can use that. Green and pink would be pretty. There's just so much you can do. You have this dark plum color here that you could do with maybe some of these really light shades if you wanted. What is this one? Is this like a brown or a plum? I don't know. We didn't use this shade. So this one looks like, this is called Spiced Rum. So this is like a, it's a metallic, not as shiny as the duochrome one. It's like a brown metallic, right? So I just got a phone call, and my man is bringing me a frappe, a caramel frappe. And then you have Oh Snap. I don't think we use this one either. This one, I can't tell if, oops, my light went out. If this is a shimmer, it's almost like a satin, this shade. I don't know. The shade's a winner then in this palette though. So pretty. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I don't have any more light. We're out. So that is the end. I'll put the photos at the end of the 3 looks that we did. I hope you guys enjoy them, and let me know what you think. This is kind of like a lipstick balm. Let's just put it on real quick. I just want a little slip on my lip over that caramel apple. Gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. All right, enjoy the photos. I'll see you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.